Good morning, everyone. This is Frugal Mama or Maggie, and today is April 27th. It's Monday at last. Okay, so you're not watching this on Monday. But, anyways, as you can see, I'm out of my blues because of the chickens. Whoever stole them, I guess they disappointed me really badly. I have no idea if it was a man or a woman, but the shoe size is a man. But that's not our topic today. Because of the lockdown and the coronavirus and everything, the economics, of course, we're taking a down toll. We're going down. And they're not calling timber yet. Should I start singing? We're going down. I'm calling timber. Okay, enough of my singing. I don't want anybody to unsubscribe because of my singing. Today we're going to talk about gardens. Is it worth it? It is. Money-wise, yeah. Time-wise, no. Having a vegetable garden is something that takes up a lot of time. Sometimes a lot, how can I put this in? I'm a smoker, sorry. How can I put this in a small video and I'll take up 20 hours and still be on the topic? Let's see. Homemade coffee. I don't go out for coffees. Let's see now. First of all, you're going to have to buy the seeds, the seedlings, the baby plants, or whatever you want. We buy baby plants. We don't start from seed. We do start some, but not a lot. And this year I haven't gotten to get seeds because of the lockdown. So George just went with his brother and got little plants that we planted about 2 weeks ago and we're still not finished the garden. But we've been doing this I started with a little garden. Let's go really back, like 10 years ago. When we moved here from Canada, that's 30 years ago, my mom started a garden, her garden. We're going to see it these days, but not today. And she started planting. But we don't know exactly how to plant, like organic, yeah. But there was a lot of yay veggies. Time passed. We were making some veggies. It's Greece. The weather's better. Some ups, some downs. So I just kept on going. Fast forward 15 years. Not even 50 years, like 14, 13. My daughter was born. A year later, we moved in this house because we finished it, because we built it ourselves. George built it. He's a construction worker. So yay. Look at my hair, I have a bun. Okay, off topic again. And when my daughter was around 3, 4 years old, that's about 10 years ago, yeah. Around 10 years ago, I wanted her to see how plants grow. And I never had time to take her over to my mom's house. I would take her over, but the plants would be from baby, like big, and then ready tomatoes. So it started like, let's have some fun. So I got free feta cans, like the tin things, made holes, and put like 5. Like 2 tomatoes, a cucumber, a green pepper, and an eggplant. Like 5 plants. I started watering them every afternoon, like right beside our house. The next year, from 5, it turned out to be 15. And from 15 cans, it turned out to be 45 cans. But that was way out. With a little kid, like a 7-year-old, just pulling it along, in tall grass, snakes, the store, the rest of the family. Because then my sons were both here. There were a 5-people family. Plus the store, and it was busy then. The crisis hadn't hit. I bought automatic watering. It turned out to be the most awful thing I did because we didn't have water. It was too salty and it was getting clogged. But I did start getting more vegetables. And I didn't know about, well, they were organic, but I didn't know about the vitamins. So then then I'm like, can I put him down in the soil instead of cans? And he goes to me, yeah, put him down. So I started putting the vegetables down. But I still didn't know about, what's it called? Vitamins and stuff the soil needs. The George got the bug. And that's where our gardening, like the past 4 years, it started going like extreme, especially last year. So he got the bug and he started planting. He started watering. He's always calling Maggie, open the water. Maggie, close the water. Maggie, this, Maggie, that. So I'm like, when I had a garden, you weren't helping out. You were making fun of me. Now you got the bug? It's contagious. Then we started learning about vitamins. The soil needs vitamins, ashes, eggshells, stuff like that. So it's organic, right? Or else it's not worth it. Then you're gonna have to go buy vitamins from the supply store that you buy your seedlings or your seeds or whatever. They're gonna need iron, calcium, and a whole bunch of other things. Organic, yeah, they don't have pesticides that kill bugs. But you might have to use a few, like once in a while, because pests do eat plants, and you don't want that. Then it's the time. It's time consuming. You could just walk into a supermarket, get a pound or two of tomatoes, pay, I don't know, how much do tomatoes cost in your area? Here it's by kilo, so it's 2.2 pounds equals 1 kilo of tomatoes. You can get them from one, if I drive to get them, when the guy comes here, they're around 130 to 2 euros a kilo. That's for 2.2 pounds. But you don't know what kind of chemicals. And you're always waiting for him. It's like he's going to come Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On the other hand, the great news about the plants is you have to water them. That's not the great news, is it? But when they start yielding, producing vegetables, you're gonna have so much vegetables. It's like, what are we cooking tomorrow? It's like, give me a second, take a look beside. It's like, we have too many eggplants. We're gonna make stuffed eggplants with onions because I bought from the guy. Yeah, we still haven't got to the point of, we're still buying things. Especially lettuce, which we cannot produce here. Onions, because I need too many of them because of the store. Because I use most of the vegetables in the store. So I'm selling them for a profit, an extreme profit. Because I'm not selling them by pound or by kilo, I'm selling them like already salad or something, or on pizzas. So yeah, I do make more money up like that. But the bad news about a garden is, it takes time. You spend time watering them, fertilizing them, because they're going to need fertilizer. Like, maybe not chemical fertilizer, but organic fertilizer, vitamins, stuff like that. It's going to take time. So if you're thinking of planting a garden because of the lockdown, because of the coronavirus, think twice. Not yesterday, the day before, my husband was in the garden, planting, shoveling, doing things like that. And it was the second part of the garden. He was there from 2 o'clock at lunchtime until 6 o'clock in the evening. That was 6 hours. And a couple of days before that, another 6 hours. And we're still not finished. So every afternoon, he stops for 1 hour to water them because they're still seedlings and their roots have been pushed out. When they do grow up, he's watering every night because the garden keeps on getting bigger and bigger. And then I'm in the garden picking vegetables. He's in the garden picking vegetables. He's a construction worker. This is the boss, right? I have the store and our hours don't mix. He comes home at 3. I'm preparing dinner for 3, like cutting vegetables, stuff like that, because I go to sleep really late. I get up late. He goes to sleep early, gets up at 7 o'clock. What am I saying, 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock is at work. He wakes up at 6, has his coffee, and is off to work. So it's like another job. It's another 8-hour job a day. Think of it like that. Is it worth it to you? Can you juggle vegetable garden plus your job when the coronavirus is out? If you can, go for it. Let's take a look at my garden. A real fast look today. I hope I haven't disappointed a lot of people thinking about the garden, but basil, tomatoes, Let's go closer. Tomato plant. See, all the way down there. They're still babies. These babies need watering every day. Eggplants. What are these? Cucumbers. Yep, it did freeze for a little bit, but we're back. Cucumbers. Green peppers, red peppers, a lot of peppers. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my phone. It's freezing up on me, and I don't like it. But we got a lot of green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, any kind of peppers. Pumpkins. I don't know what to put there. Some herbs. Beets that are left, and they're going to be coming out soon because they'll be finished. He planted more things here, more things here. They're all over the garden, so it's almost full. And then we also have a garden up there. What's wrong with your cell phone today? I have no idea. But as you can see little holes with water. He's planted something, and I have no idea what. It's hard work. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, feeding one by one the plants. Let me get out of here. I don't want to step on something. Some winter basil. He puts this green thing in pitas that he makes, like pies. That was some kind of herb, which I don't remember. That too. And a cactus in the middle. Artichokes. And mint. Greek cuisine uses a lot of mint. Artichokes have grown. Whoa, the plants are getting big this year. See, we have right there some ashes, some rainwater. So when we run out of water and we can't actually water the plants, we're not gonna let them die during August. And yeah, we use it up. So when it rains, it keeps on getting full. See, every year our garden's getting bigger. It started with a small garden and it got to a big garden, like all the way down there, and a second garden. Hey puppies, I'll be over soon. And at the same time, we're almost finished the rock. Almost. See, it's right beside my store. So every time I run out of something, I just hop over. There's not a lot of food waste here because you don't have to buy cucumbers that are going to go bad like they do now. You just jump over, grab a cucumber if you run out. At the same time, like from winter, I've been planting things that I got for free to have some greenery in the store. See all the tables? They're right here because it's winter. We don't want them to go bad. But they get dusty from the rock. Oh, these tiles are turning out amazingly. And we're almost finished. That's my car. That's my old car right there, the smashed one. I still haven't had the heart to give it away. It's been 2 years. Oh, there's more. There's aloe vera plants. I got that for free too. Let's go inside because it's too sunny for me. And more plants inside. You probably, if you've been watching this video, you know I have a lot of plants and they started accumulating a lot. So what do you think about the garden? Let me get the glasses because I'm always, ouch, getting my hair tangled. So what do you guys think about the garden? It's big. I forgot to mention a few things. Let's see. We have, like I said, tomatoes, cucumbers, green peppers, eggplants, watermelons, melons, Well, herbs and stuff like that, of course, I'm gonna plant herbs. Why pay like a little pack? €1 for a little pack, that's either $1 American or 130, 140 Canadian dollar. Sorry about English, pound, and the rest of the currencies, because I usually, I don't know, I could just, because I'm a Canadian in Greece, I could just convert it easily to Canadian and American. Let's see what else. There's other plants there, like the beets, the artichokes. We even bought potatoes to plant, which you haven't planted yet, or has you? I have no idea. I think those were the potatoes. But anyways, you see every year it's getting bigger and bigger. But it's a part-time job. It's not something you're just gonna plant, water, and voila, you're gonna have tomatoes. No. You're gonna get some tomatoes if you put them in a pot and water them, but you're not gonna yield a lot of tomatoes like we do. So is it worth it? It is. Money-wise, of course, because even after the fertilizers, even the organic fertilizers, the vitamins and everything we need, and some pesticides sometimes, we don't have food waste. Well, we do sometimes when we yield too much and we give it away for free to friends, family, and whoever's passing on the streets, like, here, have a bag of tomatoes. But you have to start early, like the beginning of April. Even if we're 1 week late or 2 weeks late this year, it doesn't matter. But it's a part-time job. You always have to be in the garden. I go in the garden, he goes in the garden. Well, he does most of the work. I just go and pick up the vegetables that I need. But it's worth it for me because they're right beside me. I don't have to drive like an hour to a dipso or stay up, which most of you don't know, but it's like a half an hour or an hour drive. Don't have to wait for the manabi, we call here, the guy that brings the vegetables. Passes and goes, what do you want? And sometimes it's out of things, sometimes they're too expensive. I just go right beside my store and get what I want that day. And other days, they just start coming in, like the squash, which I made squash meatballs. Well, they're meatless. They're they're vegetarian, but they have cheese. But anyways, an egg. And I was making like a whole bunch of them, and we couldn't eat them all. So I was giving them to customers. Like, you ordered a wine? Here, have like a whole plate of it. And it was like, okay, but it's like, no. And we did shoot a lot in the garbage. We gave a lot out. So yeah, it's worth it. But you need time. It's not like getting $1, seedling, putting it in a pot, watering, and voila, we got tomatoes. No. So if you're thinking of putting a garden, think of the pros and cons. You're going to need a lot of time. Is it worth it for your family to have organic? But the first year you're going to need to buy soil. We even bought chicken poop the first year. Chicken poop, lamb poop, goat poop. That was kind of disgusting. To put in our soil, and we do buy some every so often. And yeah, we pay for that. Because my mom's chicken poop, I like the poop part, goes to her garden. So we have to go buy. That's why I'm thinking of making a second chicken coop to get poop. And it is worth it for us. For you, it might not even be worth it. Because after the lockdown, we're going to be set free. Free! Okay, I'm going weird. And then we're going to go out and buy them. Even I right now, like starting October till June, I go out and buy tomatoes, cucumbers, everything, because I cannot have them during winter here. It's not worth to build a greenhouse to have tomatoes. It's a lot cheaper just to go buy them and everything. So do think about it. Is it cheaper to go buy them? Do you have the time? And do not think now of the coronavirus the lockdown, when it's over and things get back to normal, are you gonna have time? Is it gonna be like a one-person show like it was for me in the beginning? Or is your husband or your wife gonna get along on board with you and help you out with it? If it's a family thing and you have your kid, like my kids, they don't go in the garden. They don't like it. Maybe your teenagers do want a garden. Then if it's a family thing, go for it. Because there's 4 or 3 people. But it is hard work. Don't think it's easy, you just plant them and water them. That's a myth. Plants need care. Like house plants and all living animals. Okay, so maybe you don't have plants, indoor, outdoor vegetables, but you have a pet. Don't you take care of your pet? Don't you clean it, wash it, feed it? It's the same with a garden. You do all that. So every little tomato is a pet that needs taking care of. It's gonna need its vaccinations, kind of. It's gonna need feeding, watering, everything, like a pet. So it is very time consuming. The bad thing is if a plant dies, yeah, you do feel kind of sorry for it, but you're not gonna die over it. But if a pet dies, like an actual dog, cat, or bird, then you feel really sad. If they steal your pets, then you feel angry and disappointed. See, I'm getting over it, but I'm not over it yet. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, because I see it's getting really long and I don't want to bore you. And I'm thinking about, just before I end it, I'm thinking of starting a Greek series, because remember, I'm trilingual. I speak English. I'm a Canadian from Quebec. From Montreal, West Island. Color des Amours. Okay, anyways. So I also speak French. But I'm in Greece. And I was adopted by Greek parents when I was a baby, so I also learned Greek. I was raised in Quebec, Canada, so I was going to a bilingual school while going to Greek school because I was adopted by a Greek family when I was an infant. So I've learned 3 languages. So I'll be starting a Greek part sometime soon. Do you think I'm overdoing it? Like Greek, English on the same channel? Should I start a second channel or should I keep this channel? I'm thinking keep this channel. We just have a section for Greeks, which I'll be doing either plants or product reviews. Okay, I'll do the reviews and the product reviews and the plant information in English too, because I do love plants. That orchid that I got last year really started me on plants again, and I thought I was over with plants, finished with house plants, but I've started all over, and I'm starting to really enjoy it. Like the parrots. When a hawk ate my parrots, all my birds, a couple of years ago, my parrots, finches, canaries, I had like more than 50, what am I saying? I had around 100 birds with a lot of cages, and a hawk ate them. I didn't actually clean the cages. I just took everything because they were dead and shot it in the garbage. The birds were dead inside. That's how bad I was that day. And it took me like 10 years to get parrots back. But I'm taking care of them this time. I was always taking care of them, but this time I'm trying to take care of them, like not to get attacked by a hawk this time. So that's it for today, or else this video is going to become like a 20-hour video. And my hair feels so good from the oils. I think this one deserves a Greek review. So until tomorrow, see you guys. And if you're thinking of making a garden, think about it twice. You don't want to waste money, waste energy, waste anything on a garden and then having it go down because you don't have time. Till tomorrow, see you guys. Save money, have fun, enjoy life.